Hey Geminis, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your May 2025 Psychic Love Prediction. I do have some charms and some initials today. We'll be doing that. What's your next love? Who's coming towards you? Confirming the love? Anything Spirit wants to share with me? These are fully channeled messages for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, of course, are always welcome. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you have found us and happy that you're here. Welcome back, everybody. So grateful for your love and support always. Just a reminder to check out my additional YouTube channels. I'll put the links in the description and in the comments, my Pick a Card channel and my recently added Twin Flame, Soulmate, and No Contact channel. So you can check those readings out as well. Spirit, for my Geminis, what is it that we have for you today? What is it that you need us to hear? Loving messages, please. Energy around us. Clues and evidence. I am listening for you now. I have an anchor, stability, grounding. You're my rock. You're my anchor. That is so important, to have that person in your life and to know where you stand and to know that that person's going to be there for you. I have an owl, cooperation, creating sweetness together. I love the eyes. More of a feeling of I see you. Good choices, wisdom. They said something about in the night. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but I'm going to come back to that. In the night. Maybe we meet this person in the night, maybe our first date, or we have a tendency to talk. I'm going to say a night owl. That would make sense. Maybe we have very long late night conversations, FaceTime or phone conversations, but you could definitely have a night owl energy, you or them. I have a clock. We're trying to be patient. I feel like we're both trying to be patient. I think we're both trying to give something time. I don't feel like we are, desperate for something to happen right away. I feel like we both have more the understanding of if it's meant to be, it will be. So I guess we're just giving it the time, which I really like. I really like this. I'm just going to allow it to unfold. I'm just going to allow the universe to work. And instead of pushing it or rushing it or trying to make it happen. So I like that. I have a doorway. All three readings. The last card I've done 3 readings, my 3rd reading this morning. And this doorway has come in at the fourth card each time. New opportunities and welcoming love, a new door opening. So here we are in May, a new door opening. I'm going to do one more. That was funny, just in my own little weird world with the cards. Like, what are the chances of that? I should go to the casino. That card keeps coming in. Okay, Spirit, please share with me. I have a heart, pure love, the essence of a relationship. Definitely a feeling of you have my heart. There's a lot of conversations, Spirit's saying. There's a lot of talking going on. So maybe a big part of this connection is either long distance, or it's the only way that we can talk for hours on time, like we're on the phone or we're in Zoom or FaceTime or something like that, because I just feel like there's just a lot of talking is how I feel. Maybe you guys are always on the phone. Maybe you're always, you spend 3 or 4 hours every night, hooked up to computer so you can see each other. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 4 of Wands. I want to be with you. That is King of Swords. 6 of Cups. And I have a Tower. I feel like it's 2 extremes. I feel like something has to end in order for us to be together. And it could be another relationship. It could be, hey, you got to finalize your divorce before we are together. I want to marry you someday. You've got to get that divorce off your plate. So I feel like something definitely has to change in order for us to be together, but we can be together. But we do have to, somebody's got to make a decision here. This King of Swords is making a decision now that I found you. So I'm going to say they're willing to change. There's a sense of, I don't know if it's a third party. I don't think so. They're willing to make changes. It's probably somebody who's been separated for a long time, who just never went through the paperwork of getting a divorce because it's a pain. And now they met somebody who says, I need you to be divorced. I'm not going to live with you. I need you to be divorced. So it feels more along those lines, that this person isn't in a relationship with somebody. It's like, but they never took care of their business. So they would have to do that. They have to end something, move out, move on. I have a Fool, in order for us to be together. So they choose you. Okay, let's just say that. They choose to be with you, and whatever it's going to take, they're going to do it. It's maybe you're the motivator to finally, leave somebody or sell a property that they have connected with somebody so that they don't have any strings attached to anybody else anymore. There's some kind of attachment that it's not even an emotional. I feel like it's not even an emotional attachment. It's either in the material world, like we own a house still together. We never finalized our divorce, but we've been legally separated forever. So it feels like something like that. And I have a Page of Cups. And now that I'm falling for you, I have the strength to, I guess, cut those strings once and for all. Just finally just do it. So if they want to be with you, I feel like you are asking them, I need you to have that clean slate. And you do deserve that. I wouldn't enter into a relationship with somebody who was still legally connected to somebody else in any way, whether it's they own a house or I wouldn't. I feel like you deserve more. So I think that they're going to make up their mind because of you. They made up their mind a long time ago to not be emotionally there, but now it's more of a logistics. Spirit, please share with me some initials. First initials, last initials. Let's see what they say. Maybe we'll get our person's name. The letter G, F, O, the letter D. I have an R. I have an A, the letter S, an R, M, E, an I, Q, I, another S, an F. Let's get a couple more. An N, and I have an L. Okay, so some of you that could connect, so let me know. First initial, last initial. Maybe you got lucky and you got a person's name. That's always fun. Okay, so they're choosing you. You're my rock. I like this night owl energy. Just the feeling of like all hours of the night. Like that's when we are together. Maybe we stay up way too late talking. Spirit, please share with me. I have a sunflower, joy, positivity. I also like sunflowers because they're the largest flower in the garden. They're the brightest. You see them, they stand the tallest. Also a sign of spiritual growth, abundance, good luck, Look for sunflowers. Okay, let that be a sign. I have a knight. I'm charging forward. I'm persevering. I'm strong. I'm confident. Let me be your hero. A little bit of a let me be your hero energy. Like, I'm not going to leave this connection. I'm going to do what's right. There's something about that. I have a pearl. I'm opening up. I'm being honest. I'm being loyal. I'm opening up in layers. I like that. I like this feeling of, you know, pearls are special, right? Not everybody's going to find a pearl in an oyster. But I like this feeling of you're seeing the real me. You're seeing what's on the inside. So they're letting you in. I have tools, organization, helping somebody, masculinity. They're saying getting shit done. This person could be just very helpful. They could be helpful in a lot of different ways. Let me help you with that. Let me take care of things. They could work with their hands. They could be a builder. They could have a workshop. That could be a mechanic, they're saying. So it's a sense of I have tools or I have workbenches. I could be very helpful in some way. Spirit, let me get another one of these. I have a Dear John letter, setting boundaries, cutting the cord. Something's not right. I'm not a big ultimatum fan, but if this is you either finalize the divorce or you don't have me, because you're not going to have it both ways. I'm not going to start living with you and start my life with you and you're married to somebody else. Like, that's not going to happen. So maybe it was a little bit of this is just how I feel. It's not an ultimatum. It doesn't mean that, you know, I don't love you. It just means that this is how I feel. And I think if you respect me and you love me, then that's something that you have to do on your side. So I feel like they say, yeah, you're right. You're right. I respect that. I got to take care of my business. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that we have? Yeah. The Spirit just said, you're trying to be careful with what you're getting involved with. You want to know exactly what you've gotten into. You don't want to sign up for something that you're not aware of, you know. So you're just saying, I just want to know what I'm getting into. And you've got to, you know, tell me where you're at in this situation. So I feel like it's more of a honesty thing, you know, that you've got to tell me exactly what's going on with you and this other person. I have new recipes, trying new things. It just feels like trying new things, cooking together, little bit of a playing house. Okay. A little bit of it's fun to have you here, whether he or she is visiting your house, you're visiting their house. We're cooking dinner together. Maybe we're making something together. Maybe we, you know, we're helping each other in the kitchen. So it's a little bit of a just trying new things, doing new things together. I have compliments. I love your eyes. I love your smile. Just this feeling of they make you feel special. You know, this is definitely the person you want to be with, but with no strings attached. That's the feeling. It's just, I want to be with you. I want you to tell me you're choosing me. And I want you to tell me that you're cutting all strings. So that's how I feel is going on now. That's not going to apply to everybody. Always take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for someone else. But right now, you want to enter into a relationship, you know, where you have a clean slate to work with. I have a proposal. I want to be married to you someday. Well, you can't be married to me if you're separated. We can't be together unless you are legally divorced. So you're going to hold up us starting our future together because you never took care of other business. So it could be something along those lines. And again, it's cutting ties. There's a sense of cutting ties in the material world, not emotionally. Emotionally, the ties were cut a long time ago. I'm not concerned that this person has any unfinished business or any feelings for someone. It's cutting ties in the material world, that I just didn't take care of something I should have years ago. And now it's coming like back to haunt them in a sense, because in order for them to move on with their life, they've got to kind of go backwards. May I have her hand? Yeah, there's definitely this feeling of, you can't talk to me about a future. I can't be your fiance when you're married to somebody else. Like, you don't give me a ring. Don't ask me to marry you. Don't say we're going to be together. Don't say I want you forever. It's like, it doesn't, you can't do that. So if you want those things, then I need to know that everything, everything is perfect. So that's how that came in. All right, let's see what the charms are saying today. There's a lot of people out there that get separated, and they have separate houses, and they just stayed legally married to people for years. And they think it's fine, but it's not fine for the new person. There's still that connection there. And you can't, sometimes people stay together for insurance or because of the kids. And I don't think this person can have both, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's get a scoop with charms. Let me find a corner that maybe I haven't been in yet. And get lots of charms. Okay, I'm going to get the letters first. Okay, the letter O. Okay, is it my only letter? Okay. All right, and let me see what's jumping out at me. I have a Virgo energy. Okay. I have an alarm clock. All right, I'm going to put these, hold on. I have an alarm clock and I have a headset. And there's a lot of energy around this reading for me of talking on the phone, maybe having a headset on, maybe having earbuds. And then this alarm clock, because of that night owl feeling that I got to get off because I got to get up in the morning. I mean, before I know it, my alarm's going to be going off. So I just feel like we're constantly fighting the clock, that as we look at the clock, we don't want to say goodnight. But at the same time, we have to get up and go to work in the morning. So it's always a kind of a battle of, I don't want to say goodnight. Lots of conversations. I have, for some reason, I want to put, I have an umbrella, I have a bird, and I have another bird. And the birds look like they're singing and marching. And it's a feeling of, with an umbrella, like getting through the, not even a storm, but walking in the rain together. Okay, that we've got to get through something together in order to be where we want. We've got the umbrella, we're protected, there's the two of us, we'll take care of each other. And then lo and behold, the rain will stop and the sun will come out. So it's more like, we can do this together, we'll just get through it together. But we have to have a game plan, and we have to have, know what exactly has happened, and somebody has to take action. So I feel like that's more of a, little bit of, I don't even want to call it a storm. I just feel like, okay, we got to go out in the rain. We got to go out in the rain, put your raincoat on, you know, grab an umbrella in case it starts to get pour harder, something like that. I have a Jewish star, so spirituality, religion coming in. We could have different religions. We could be from the same religion. I have a sleeping cat. So I have another cat. So I have two cats. Somebody might have two cats. And it almost felt like with the sleeping cat that I have like a really lazy cat. Maybe it's a joke. Like this cat is kind of, remember Garfield? You know, like this cat just is like, feed me and sleeps. So maybe it's a joke about like the personality of this cat. All right. I have a bunny and I have a pink flower. I'm going to say springtime. I'm going to say something changes in the spring. Now we're in May, we're in our May reading, and maybe we get some good answers in spring. Maybe this is the month that somebody pulls the trigger or something moves forward, or we make a decision that, you know, we definitely want to be together, and here's another flower. I'll put that all together. Like the flowers are blooming and the bunnies are out and we're making a decision is how I feel. I have a high heel and I have a perfume. And I have lips. I'm going to put the lips, the high heels, and the perfume together because it is coming into me as confident, sexy, sensual. I want to be with you more than anybody else. I don't want to be with anybody else. I want to be with you forever. So there is a sense of, I don't want to let you go. I'm not going to let you go. So there's a sense of sensuality around this connection. So you could be really physical with each other. You could be really intimate with each other. Never felt this in love with anybody, but they're saying the rules have to change, that something has to change. So we definitely we know that. And I have a moon and a star. So more of a, this is what I've wanted. I'm going to say it that way. And then I do have a pink flamingo. And there's a little part of me that says, I mean, not only tropical, but it was like a wow feeling. It was that's a cool bird. You know, something takes you by surprise, something that you haven't seen before, something that it's cool to see in person. You've just always seen pictures of them. So it was just more of a something takes you by surprise for some reason. So maybe the answers that you're seeking take you by surprise. Maybe it's a surprise vacation to paradise. I'm going to take you away and tell you that I filed for divorce. You know, like there's a sense of surprise. There's a sense of surprise for some reason around that flamingo. I don't know why, but there is. And I'm a psychic, so there you go. All right, so here are your charms. Here are your charms. They're fun. Let's see what else they want you to know. Spirit, you know, it's like I said, there's not an emotional attachment. This person, it hasn't been emotionally attached to this person in a long time. But for whatever reason, they stayed together or kept something together. Or Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I need to cut all ties is really the message, no matter what that is. I have a moon. I have an ace of wands. A little bit of a fear of losing you, and then kind of rolling into, I've never felt this way before energy. So I have a Knight of Wands. I'm just going to show you that I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to show you that I'll do the right thing. There's definitely an emotion throughout this whole reading of somebody's going to do the right thing by you. And I have an Ace of Pentacles. They do have something to offer. They do. I think they want to marry you someday, but they're not in a position to marry you. And until they are, it's just kind of, you know, is it wishful thinking? Is it an illusion? Because they can't offer you anything. So, you know, it's the person who walks around with an engagement ring, but the person they're engaged to is still married to somebody else. It's like, does that even count? It doesn't count. I have a Queen of Swords, making up your mind that you're going to stand in your truth and that you deserve respect and that you deserve to be the only one and you deserve to have this clean slate of some kind, no matter how hard it is, no matter what it takes. And let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I'm so drawn to you. I just can't get enough. So we have, yeah, no doubt in my mind. We want to be together. No doubt in my mind. The look you give me melts me all over. And there is a certainty with this. I've never felt this way about anybody before. So there is a sense of we are supposed to be together. We're meant to be together. I love waking up next to you. I want to go to bed to you. I want to wake up to you. Talking on the phone all night isn't working. Like, I want you here with me now. I want to support your goals and dreams. They said they wanted to be your anchor, be your rock. Okay, one more. I wanted to be the reason for your happiness. I feel like this person's going to do the right thing, whatever the right thing is. And they're saying a patience of a saint. I don't know who has the patience of a saint. Maybe you have the patience of a saint. Maybe you have been, you're very, very understanding in this situation, you know. So we're going to put this out into the universe. And I want to thank Spirit for these messages, of course. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading, check out my website below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other two websites. I'll put the links in the, not websites, my other two YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, which focuses more on no contact readings. So those types of relationships. The links are in the description and in the comments. So take a look at those. I've been uploading recently over on those channels as well. So you may find some readings that you connect to there. Have a great May, everybody. I'll see you again soon in another Love Messages.